And welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a great day today. I'm going to show you how to make this cute Mickey head topiary with paper roses. It's not very hard to make, and I think it looks so cute in any room, in any setting. So I'm going to show you how to make it as well. Alright, let me go over all the supplies that you're going to need for this. First off, you are going to need a glue gun and a whole bunch of glue sticks. I can't tell you how many I went through, honestly. I'm thinking maybe 8 or 9 sticks. You're also going to need some ribbon to make a bow around the dowel, but this is optional. I just think it adds a little something extra to make it cute. And these paper spiral flowers, you're going to need a whole bunch of those out of cardstock. And a dowel rod. I had this already. I think this was about 9 inches long, and I cut it down to maybe 7, but it's really just however long you need it. I got 2 different types of foam balls. I got these small ones. I think they were 2 inches, and then I got this bigger one that was, I think, maybe 5 inches. You just want a big one and then 2 small ones that are gonna make the Mickey head. Alright, and also some kind of beads. I got these glass beads at Joann's, and I thought they were really cute. And they've got kind of like an iridescent sheen to them. It's kind of hard to tell in the video, but I could always use this for another craft as well. And a vase. I found this one at Joann's for $2, and it was brown. I painted it white, and also the dowel, I painted that white too. And on the inside, I took one of my smaller styrofoam balls and I cut it in half, and I glued it down with the hot glue, and I also glued down the dowel inside of it so it could be nice and sturdy. Okay, another thing you are gonna need is a quilling tool of some sort. I've got this one that I use, but I've also seen people use the Cricut tweezers as well. The cardstock that I picked has a sheen to it. I just thought that would make the roses have a little bit of a sheen when they're done. Alright, so I've got my image and I sent it to the Cricut to cut them out. I've got 9 on my sheet. The sizes I had them were a 3¼ inch diameter each. Because the cardstock was so heavy, it did take a little bit longer for me to cut this, but it was well worth it. Once I went to go weed, it was much easier. And then once I had it weeded, I carefully remove the spirals, keeping the shape as best as I could so it makes it easier to quill into a rose. Alright, what I do is I take the end piece and I put it inside the slit of the quilling tool, and then I will start to very slowly rotate it and start making the flower. But you'll want to keep a finger above and below where the paper is, because it's going to get a little wonky on you, and you want to make sure that you keep it lined up the whole way, otherwise it's going to start to overlap. The first couple are going to be kind of awkward, but then you'll probably, like me, get into a rhythm and you can start doing these a lot faster than the first few. Once I get to a certain point and it starts acting up, the end wants to start curling around, I'll just take it off the tool, and by hand I will continue winding it just making sure that the bottom lines up. And once I've got it all lined up and all coiled, I will take my hot glue gun and very carefully put a dab all around the middle and close to the sides. And then I will fold down the flap that's at the very end. I'll use a tool so that way I don't burn my fingers. I've done that one too many times. I let that cool for just a few seconds. And then I'll turn over my rose. And then you can see how pretty that is. Now once it's cooled, you can put it down on a table or do it in your hand. I'll just push down the petals a little bit so it kind of spreads out. Alright, once you have a whole bunch of these made, you can start putting them onto your styrofoam balls. I didn't start at any specific place. I think I just started at the top of the head and worked my way down. You want to put these as close as possible when you're doing this. You don't want very many gaps in this at all. So you want to put them as close as possible. And then when you come to the ears, it's the same thing. You just put them on as close as possible to each other, trying not to make too many gaps. If you have a lot of gaps, you can actually use pieces of the spiral that you haven't used, the spiral flowers, and kind of fold it and put it into the spaces. That's actually what I ended up doing. Alright, once I have the head covered with the roses, I will go to the base and add my glass beads. This not only makes it sturdy, but it also adds just a cute element to it. And I also will take my ribbon and make a bow around the dowel just to add a little extra cuteness to it. Again, that is optional. I just think it adds a little something to it. I just think it makes it look cuter. Alright, and we have it completed. I think it looks super cute. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Have a great day.